how far we have covered in this chapter? The game playing search.
Sir, I think we covered up to Grundy's game, the special case of NEM.
Yeah, this Grandis game I covered up to this one, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So possibly two of you played this game in the classroom, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so a very quick recap. Um, yep. So this chapter is all about again the search. Okay, so before I start the class, I'd like to remind you that day after tomorrow there is a class test, and the syllabus of that class test is completely upon today's class. I mean, only this slide. Okay, so this is very important. It should not be that long, but very important, and please try to concentrate. Okay, so this chapter is all about search, but the extra constraint is there are adversary, meaning are not playing alone. There are multiple agent. You are one of the agent, but the other agents are will act as your opponent. So you are playing in an adversarial environment where not everything is in favor of you. Yeah, sometimes we can collaborate with other agents, but sometimes that may not be the case. But for the sake of simplicity, we will consider for the time being only two players. One is you, I mean us, and the other is the opponent. So we are actually making the software about the Max means us, Max means the machine. So definitely we have to give some name, right? Player A, player B. So we are just giving the name Max. But of course, there is a reason of giving the name Max because we want to, since there, yeah, since there are, someone has to take the responsibility to, okay, to whom I can give. Yeah, turn off your volume. Let me, yeah, I think, okay now. Right. So why we are calling this the max? Because ultimately there are some reward, and the reward goes to the winner definitely. But since there are two players, if one wins, then the other lose. So if we think in this way, there are some reward in the context of player A or max, then ultimately the target of max is to maximize the reward. In contrast, the opponent name is min, and his target is to minimize the reward. So the maximum number means is the winning for the or the better for the player A, and or player max, and the mean you will try to minimize the reward. That's it. That's why we are calling it the max and the mean. But anyway, we are talking about some of the games, and we divide all the games into four segments based on the deterministic and chance, and also based on the perfect and imperfect information that we have already covered. And also there are some important terminology about the state, operator, initial state, goal, payoff function. So this payoff function, utility function, heuristic function, all are the same. So we will cover it eventually very soon. And in the last class, we have also covered this toy game, and that is the Grandis game. And there are some important observation here. So if you can remember, um, well, I mean, did I cover up to the Grandis game, right? But I didn't explain the internal things. Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay, so if you can remember, here there are 7 coins. The ultimate objective of this game is to divide the coins into 2 unequal half. So it will start with a set of 7 coins. And for example, you divide it into, say, U means say max is the term for the max. Max divided into 2 parts, say for example 3 and 7. Since 3 and 4. So since 3 and 4 are not the equal part, so that's why this is okay, this is allowed. So it's divided into 3 and 4. And now the next turn is for the mean, and mean will divide it further. Say for example, the mean can divide 3. I mean, from here, mean can divide into 1 and 2 and 4. The 4 is as it is, but 3 is divided into 1 and 2. This is okay. But what mean cannot do is like 3, 2, 2. This is not allowed because 4 divided into 2 equal half. This is not possible. So the player has to take any cluster and divide it into 2 unequal subcluster. That's it. So this is not allowed. This is not allowed. Okay. So 4 is okay, but divide into 1 and 3. So 3, 1, 3. This is okay. So this way it will continue. This way it will continue until if some player cannot divide it further, then the player is then the move is the player is sorry, the game is over. Okay, now the point is there are some very interesting thing here. First of all, this is the complete search space. Okay, and we start with the mean. You can see first mean, then max, then mean, then max, then mean, then max. But this is the complete search space. Okay, so if you come at the leaf, this is the decision making node. I mean, already this is the leaf. Leaf node means you will get the result. So for example, consider this one. So right now from here, there is no, so there are 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So you cannot divide any of the cluster into 2 unequal half. Well, you can take the 2, but you have to cluster it 1 and 1. And but this is not allowed. That's why this is the end of the game. And now this turn is for max. You can see the turn is for max. So since max cannot do anything at this stage, so max will lose the game. Similarly, there is another leaf here, and this turn is for min. And again, from here, there is no leaf. You cannot divide further into 2 unequal half. So here, min will lose the game. And the third leaf is this one. And here, the turn is for max again, and max has nothing to do. No 2 unequal half in any of the clusters. So max will lose in this situation. So what we can see in these two situations, both are max. So max has a high possibility of losing the game because there are 3 leaf nodes, and out of the 3 leaf nodes, 2 of them is in the adverse situation for max. Max is going to lose. So eventually it looks like it's I mean, there are some not equally divided. I mean, it's not a fair game, it's an unfair game. We are unfair to max because max has the losing possibility, higher losing possibility. So actually min has the high possibility of winning the game. But the problem is this is not true. Why? Now see the situation. See min, see, even though it looks like min has a very high possibility because only one place min is losing the game, but in the other 2 places min is winning the game. But actually the player who starts the game, who will start the game, he is or she is already in the negative side. I mean, if max play intelligently, then there is no way min can win. I mean, already mean, if mean start whoever, not mean or max, whoever, if mean or max, who will start the game, already he is, already that player is already in the negative condition. I mean, if the opponent play intelligently, then definitely that player, the beginner, the initiator, is going to lose the game. How? Now let me, even though it doesn't, if you look at the leaf, the situation, the situation is different. But actually, this is not true. That is what I am trying to say. So, for example, sir, why this happens? Say, for example, since mean will start the game, then if mean starts the game, then there is no way mean can reach up to this. Sorry, mean can reach up to this stage or this stage, because max will not allow that move. I mean, max has the full control of the game. How? For example, mean, say for example, the first move for mean is this. Say, assume this is the first move for mean. Then what will mean max do? Max will Max will give this move. Then mean will bound to give this move. Then max will take this move and done. Mean has nothing to do. So max will win. Now, if mean take this move, then again max will divert it to this move. Then mean has nothing to do except giving this move, and then max will take this move and done. So mean will lose again. And finally, if mean take this move, then again max will take this move, or even that move. This is also okay. Then mean will bound to take this move there, because there is only one option, and then max will immediately take this move and done. So again mean will lose the game. So whatever the move by the mean, max will eventually win the game. So this is already in the favorable position for the max. So what I'm trying to say, the leaf the leaf is saying one scenario, but the actually the other scenario is happening. So now this is what I tried to explain so far. Now the other thing, other very important, I mean, how, say for example, now mean will start the game. For example, now out of this three, what mean will give at the very beginning? If mean is intelligent, what mean should do? So mean should go up to the leaf, check the utility value, means the reward at the end. Based on the utility, it should come back and see the do the calculation. And since it has three possibilities, so mean will choose any one of this move. Now, how can this happen in this search? So we'll start with the leaf node. For example, this one. So who will? So remember, for mean, uh, 0. If mean wins, then we'll say 0. If max wins, then we'll say 1. Since max for maximization, mean for minimization, so say the reward is 0 and 1. So since max will try to take 1 and mean will try to take 0, so that's the outcome of the game. Okay. Now, in this scenario, who will lose the game? I mean, who is winning the game? Anyone, please? At this level, who is winning the game? Is there anyone with me here? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So right. So at this stage, who is winning the game? Because this is a leaf node. I told you just a while ago.
Has won the game.
Sorry. So
Mean.
who can answer? Mean or max? Who won the game at this stage? because this is a leaf node. No further move can be done. Already this is the end of the game. So who wins? Min or max? Very simple question.
I think min is winning.
Yes, that's exactly. So why not you are saying? Yeah, that's why you are saying 0 here. See, you are giving a tag 0. 0 means min, 1 means max. Okay, now we'll go back. It's like a backtrack. Now go back and give this 0 to the parent node. Okay, because we are now collecting the information. And now from here, go further back and yeah, I mean, again, send this information to its parents, and that's why it's also 0. Now even go further back, but this time, remember, at this stage, why this 0 comes? Because see, min has two possibility. One is this, and the other one is this. But one is 0, and the other one is 1. So min will take what? 0 or 1? So min has two options. One is 0, another is 1. Which one min will take? Which one is good for min?
0.
Exactly. And that's why out of these two, min take the value 0. Because it has two options, but min will take 0. And that's why this is 0. But at this stage, max has nothing to, I mean, only one options. And that's why I said immediately before, there is nothing to decide. There is no decision. This is just exactly, you have to take the 0. But at this stage, there are two things that min can do. So since this is 0 and this is 1, min will take, always try to minimize. So out of this 0 and 1, min will take 0. And now from here, go up. What is the option for max? So max has 0 in this left child, and the right child is 1. Which one max will take? Yeah, so max has two options. If you go left, then it's 0. If it goes right, then the outcome is 1. Which one max should take?
Max should take 1.
Yes, exactly. And so that's why the 1 is here. And now up to this already done. So remember, I want to see the situation of this min. So well, I mean, in this scenario, we take 1. Now, if we go in this branch, the similar way, we'll collect, say for example, 1 and 1, 1, this is 0. See, in this way, this is 1 and 0. But the turn is for max. Then max will take what? Out of 1 and 0, definitely 1. So the value is 1. And similarly, here is also 1. And now min will decide which one min will take. So min, if go this way is 1, this way is 1, this way is 1, every side is 1. So ultimately min has nothing to do except choosing the 1. So actually, if min was intelligent, then min will not play this game. Min will should say, hey, I am not interested to play this game because this is a biased game. And it's not favorable to me. Whatever the position, whatever the move by me, eventually I will lose the game. So it's a bias to max, so I'm not going to play the game. So this is how the informations are collected from the leaf, traverse it into the up, and take the decision. Hope you understand. Okay, so similarly, there is another game, tic-tac-toe. What I'm trying to say, if you want to decide which move you should play at the very beginning or in any stage, you have to fill up the whole tree, go to the leaf, see the outcome, and get it back, and then ultimately backtrack, and at the very beginning, you can decide which move you should take. But the difference between the previous game and this game, in this game, there is only 0 or 1. But in this game, there are three outcomes: 0, 1, and -1. So why there is 0? because in the tic-tac-toe, there is a possibility of draw, tie. So that's why the outcome is 0. And if max win, then 1. If min win, then -1. So that's why you can see here. See, in this scenario, so here min means 0, max means cross. So in this, I mean here you can see the min wins because this is the situation. So that's why -1. Here the cross wins, and cross is for max, and so this is +1. And here the output is draw, and that's why this is 0. Yep, the rest of the thing is same. I'm not going to say just backtrack all the things and then decide which one you should pick. Just this is an example. Just an example. The difference between the previous one and this one is here there are 3 outcomes. That previously that was only 2 outcomes. Right. So this value at the end, we call it utility function. Yeah, this is called the utility function. Or even you can call it the payoff function. So utility function, payoff function, all are the same. And this is called the minimax algorithm. It means the turn is for max and then min, then max, then min, max, min, max, min. And this way you have to continue. So we'll start from the leaf. Based on the situation, we'll take one step up. Based on the situation, we'll take one step up, just the way we traverse in the Grandi's game. So if you are still unclear, let's play another game. And very simple toy game. Just one move and done. So max will start, then min, and then done. Okay, so now these are the outcomes after 2 moves. A move from max and then a move from min. Remember, there is a difference between move and ply. Okay, so what is move and what is ply? So one move means 2 ply. So your move and the opponent move. In total, this is called a move. I mean, 1 ply, 2 ply. I mean, you play one, you give a move, and then another player give a move. In total, this is called 2 ply, but in total, this is 1 move. So your second move, by the time you give the second move, already 2 ply is gone. Hope you understand. But anyway, this is not an important thing for now. Now, what I'm trying to say, remember, max has 3 actions. Max can give 3 moves. This move or this action, move and action are the same thing. So left action, middle action, or the right action. Based on the max, the next move will be min. Min will play after the max plays. And then the game is over. And you can see the reward here. Remember, the objective of max is to maximize the reward, and the objective of min is to minimize the reward. The bigger the number, better for max. The lower the number, better for min. Now my question is, among these 3 actions, A1, A2, and A3, which one max should pick? Which should be a wise action by the max at the very beginning? Who can answer? A1,
A1,
A2, or A3? A1,
yes, sir.
is there anyone in favor of A2 or A3? Remember, the biggest number is 14. I mean, because if we get 14, that is the maximum reward for max. I mean, max will definitely be very happy. And the minimum number is 2. So if the conclusion is 2, then min will be the most happiest player. Now we are playing in favor of max. I mean, the first turn is for max. So what max should do? Give the move A1 or A2 or A3? Yeah, I can hear that. One of you already told me that this is A1. Any other anyone else? A2 or A3? Anyone in the favor of A2 or A3? No one. Okay, so you are absolutely right. Max will choose A1 because even though the 14 is very attractive for Max, but Max will not give action A3 because once Max give this move A3, then Min is wise. Min will not allow you to take 14. Min will divert you to 2 because this is the turn for Min. So this is the turn. Definitely Min will not give you 14. It will give you 2. So ultimately you will getting 2. And even for action 2, here also out of 2, 4 and 6, definitely Min will divert you to 2 again. So for this situation you are getting 2. For action 2 you will get the reward 2. If you give action 3 you will also get 2. But if you give action 1, now out of this 8, 12 and 3, Min will be bound to give 3 because the minimum one is 3. Now based on this 3, 2 and 2, which one is better? At least better than nothing. Is better for Max is 3. And that's why actually the wise move for Max is A1. Hope you understand. So this is what explained here. Now I'm not going to cover is it complete, optimal, time complexity, space complexity, because this is exactly like the depth first search or the backtracking search, but well, with some additional diversity, means because of the adversarial situation. Okay, now the problem is, so even though I am saying we have to reach up to the leaf, see the scenario, and then come back to the root node and decide what you will do. But in reality, this is totally impractical. Why? Because in most of the games, for example, even in the tic-tac-toe, I mean, there are many moves. And if, for example, if you think about the chess game, where the branching factor is 35 and the depth is 100 on an average, so the total number of nodes in the state space is 35 to the power 100. That is 10 to the power equivalent to 10 to the power 150 4 number of nodes. If you try to traverse all the nodes up to the leaf node, to reach the leaf node, well, I mean, you cannot find that solution in the life or in your life actually. This is not possible. This is too much to explore. So now the question is, what we should do then? So that's what I'm saying. It is impossible to develop the whole search tree. So what's the idea? The idea is we don't need to search the whole tree. How about just explore a part of the tree up to some depth? Say, for example, from here, you give one move and then the opponent give one move. And even though there are many nodes underneath, but no need to go beyond. I mean, from here, just use the heuristics to approximate the utility value. You don't need to see the actual utility value, payoff value. Rather, just find the heuristic value. I mean, guess. You know what is heuristics. So just guess the value. What could be whether this is a good path or a bad path. And this is what we will do next. Okay, this is what we are going to do next. Okay, so let me clarify with an example. Say, for example, the tic-tac-toe. So say this is the scenario, okay? So this is the start, okay? So in the tic-tac-toe, what could be the number of children from the initial state? So this is the initial state. How many children for the initial state is there? So if this is the tic-tac-toe, hope you know what is tic-tac-toe. One will give cross, another will give O, and there is another cross, and this way will continue until one player get the whole row or the column or the diagonal. If the player can capture all the row, so I mean one single column or one single row or one single diagonal, then that player will win the game. So what I'm saying, how many children from this state? Okay, if you do not respond, then I will go very quickly because maybe you are not that interested. I can move quickly. Any answer?
Two
How many
children.
children?
9 children.
Yes, there are 9 children. Exactly. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there could be 9 possibilities. But why there are only 3 children? Because there are some symmetry. So there are some symmetry. If you give the move here, this is same as here, and this is same as here, and this is same as here. So the 4 corner is the same move. Doesn't matter. All are same. So that's why these 4 moves can be categorized into one single move. I mean one cluster. And if you take these 4 moves, these are also the similar move, another cluster, and this is the second move, second style of move. And the third one is the center. Yeah, this is the third one. So that's why I'm saying, yeah. And now remember, we are not going to play all the 9 steps, all the 9 up to the 9th level. What we can do, just give one move in this all the situation. Before, remember, I mean, we are trying to play the game, but we'll not give the game. We'll not play the game. I mean, this is the turn for Max. Okay, this is the turn for Max. But Max will not give immediately. Max is thinking. Max is thinking what the Max should play. So Max first see the scenario. There are 3 scenario, and then after this, the Mean will play. So Mean can give this many moves, and this can continue underneath. But we don't need to continue further. What we can do? Yeah, what we can do? I mean, now every single situation we will find the heuristic value in the context of Max. So out of this heuristic value, since this is turn for mean, the mean will pick the minimum one. Similarly, out of this heuristic value, mean will take the minimum one, just like the previous game. So out of these 2 heuristic value, mean will take the minimum one. And now once we achieve -1, -2, and 1, the next turn is for Max. So Max will take the maximum one. So this is -1, this is -2, this is 1. Out of these 3, the biggest value, the highest value is 1. So Max will take this move. See? And that's why this is 1. This is 1 because Max is 1. And now the question is, sir, how could you know this -1, +1, etc., etc.? I mean, how could you find out this heuristic value? How come? And let me explain that one. Say, given a state, a random state, so how can you calculate the H value of this state? What is the H value of this state, right? So how can we do this? Remember, heuristic is all about how we calculate the heuristics. Relax the problem. So, say for example, I relax in this way. Say, so this is the current scenario, but let's freeze let's freeze the move of O. So there are two players, X and O, X and circle. We just freeze the circle. So the circle player will not play anything. Circle means mean. Mean will not play anything. Mean is frozen. Okay. Now, in how many ways Max can win? Remember, all the moves will be given by the Max. Mean will not do anything. Mean is frozen. Just stop. Mean is just stopped. Okay. Now, how many ways Max can win? One. Okay. See. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Max can win in 5 possible ways. 4, 5, or sorry, not 5, 6. There is another. So Max can win in 6 possible ways. Okay, excellent. Now the opponent. How about if we freeze the Max, then how many ways Min can win? So consider all the next moves will be given by Min. So how many ways Min can move? Okay, let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Min can win in 5 possible ways. So this is for Max and this is for Min. Now, since we are playing in the favor of Max, so if you minus this part, Max minus Min, the result is 1. Right? So that's how the heuristic value of this state is equal to 1. Is it clear? You can think about this one also. So here Max can win, the Max can win in 4 possible ways. But the Min can win in 6 possible ways. So 4 minus 6 is minus 2. So the heuristic value of this is equal to minus 2. So this way actually we are calculating the heuristic value of this. So see, the heuristic value of this one is 1. The heuristic value of this one is 0. The heuristic value of this one is 1. And this way we actually continue. So is it clear to everyone? So this is called the min-max algorithm upon the tic-tac-toe. So we are playing tic-tac-toe, but we are not playing the whole game. The first turn is for Max. Max will just take 2 moves as a thinking, not playing, just thinking up to 2 moves and then see the scenario and find out the heuristic value and then backtrack and decide that the Max should give this move. And once this move has been given, so once the move is given, then definitely after this, Min will give this move, since Max will give this move, and now the turn is for Min. So out of the Min has 2 options, either 1 or 2. Which one Min will take? Definitely the minimum one. So after this, Min will take this move. And now the turn is for Max again. So what Max will do? Repeat this process. The same thing. So this state is done, this is done, this is done. And now again, the same thing will happen. From this state, go up to 2 steps down, just like this. Yeah, go up to 2 steps down, 1 and 2. And again, calculate the heuristic value, come back and see do accordingly. So this is called the min-max algorithm. Hope you understand. Okay. Now the question is, sir, you teach us how to do for min-max algorithm. But what about the chess game? So see the scenario.
Sir, ঈশার জামাতের টাইম হয়ে গেছে।
Yeah, so what can we do? It will take more 15 minutes.
Acha, okay, sir.
Or we can since the class test is on the day after tomorrow, the rest of the class I can take tomorrow also. How about that? So the next 15 minutes I will take tomorrow evening same time. How about that?
So I think it will be better.
Yeah, because yeah, I mean we start. My target was to finish by 8, but we start at 8:15. So I have nothing to do. I was present from the very beginning. Yeah, since I'm not interested to I mean miss the salat. I think everyone should yeah go for salat. So I should not restrict you people to continue my class. So better we suspend here and then we continue from this position from this
Um,
slide. The
Sir,
next
what
15
about
minutes.
today after like 10 p.m.?
Yeah, that is also fine for me.
Okay, sir, I think it would be better just as it's just 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 to 20 minutes, not more than that. Is
Okay,
that
sir.
okay, everyone? How about at 10?
Sir, I
Or
think
tomorrow?
Sir, can we have it tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean you decide. Okay, let me close the class for today. You
Okay, sir.
decide. You decide and let me know through the CR, please. Okay, but please do it early so that I can be prepared because I have to go out of my home and then I have to also pray salat and then I'll come back. Please let me know ahead. Okay, let us stop here. Thank you very much.
Sir,
See
is the
you.
slide already uploaded?
Yes, I guess. I'm not sure. Or otherwise, I will upload it. Don't worry. Okay, see you.
thank you, sir. Assalamualaikum.